Seated in Padmasana, the yogi should draw in the prana through the left nostril called the moon or the ida and hold it as long as one can. The breath then should be exhaled through the right nostril called the sun or the pingala. Again, inhaling through the right nostril, he should fill the stomach with air slowly. Then practicing kumbhakam, that is, stoppage of breath, as given in the sacred texts, the breath should be released through the left nostril. He should perform puraka, that is, inhalation, through the same nostril by which he performed exhalation. And having retained the breath to the utmost, he should exhale it slowly through the other nostril. Release of breath should be done slowly and never in a fast manner. If the prana is drawn in by the left, that is ida, it is ordained that it should be exhaled by the other. Again, having taken the breath through the right nostril, pingala, and having retained it as long as possible, it should be exhaled through the left. The yogi should continuously practice control of the breath of sun and moon, surya and chandra breaths by this method. Then, in the case of such self-controlled yogis, the entire nadis become purified within 3 months. This is anuloma viloma, alternate nostril breathing. In 3 months, you can achieve a certain degree of purification. There will be satisfaction, peace, and contentment. All this will come provided you have this qualification: observance of yamas and niyamas. Merely practicing left and right breathing alone is not sufficient. What are the niyama? They are the following observances. Saucha, that is, cleanliness, both internal and external. Internal cleaning through the neti and dauti and the sattvic, pure vegetarian diet. Santosha, that is, contentment, which we discussed before, where you are satisfied in whatever situation you are. Some person may be born in a big place and another may be born in a slum. What is the cause behind it? Karma. It is our own actions from the past which cause reaction. So, you should be contented no matter what situation you are thrown into. Next comes the tapas, that is penance, fasting, taking oaths such as performing a certain number of asanas, pranayamas, or eating only a certain type of food. No foolish vows like standing in the cold water for 10 hours and sitting in the hot sun near a burning fire. Some foolish people do these things, but that's a torture and it's against yoga. True yogis won't do that type of tapas. Torturing the body in the name of God is not allowed. Neither is surrounding the body with too much luxury. Follow the middle path. Not too much luxury, not too much suffering. Fourth is Swadhyaya, that is, study of the scriptures. Fifth comes Ishvara Pranidhana, surrender to the will of God or surrender of the ego. These are the yamas or instructions, rather restrictions. Satyam, telling the truth. Ahimsa, non-violence. Brahmacharya, celibacy. Asteya, non-covetousness. Aparigraha, non-receiving of presents. Once the yamas and niyamas are established, then you perform pranayama. Only under this condition will you get the purification within 3 months. Anyone can practice pranayama, but if yama and niyama are not there, success will not come easily because mind will not be going in the right direction. But if those conditions are met, you can get the benefits even now. A tremendous inner awakening may come at any time. Kumbhakas should be performed 4 times daily, that is, early morning, midday, evening, and midnight. Increase the rounds gradually to 80. This means that at these 4 times during the day, one should practice this inhalation, retention, exhalation until perspiration comes. As the proportions are increased, you will feel perspiration coming out. Till then, you increase the number to 80, that is 40 rounds, one round containing 2 retentions. 40 rounds make 80 retentions. Inhale, retain, exhale is half a round, and then another inhale, retain, exhale makes 1 round. 40 rounds in the morning, 40 at midday, 40 in the evening, and 40 at midnight. A beginner will start with 10 or 15 rounds and then continue until he reaches 40 rounds. During that period, you should avoid salty things as well as pungents, taking mostly sattvic foods such as milk, almonds, cooked rice and milk, ghee, etc. Taking the sattvic food and practicing with yama and niyama along with the right attitude will bring purification of the nadis within a few months. Then you will be shining like a bright lotus. In addition to pranayama practice, you also have to spend time for morning asanas, evening asanas, morning meditation, evening meditation. Then you must have time for bandhas and mudras, study of the scriptures, and for singing kirtan. As you must also make time to attend your natural calls, etc., you might wonder, where is the time for sleeping? If you follow this practice, your sleep will come automatically and you won't need much because only 1 or 2 hours of sleep will give you perfect rest. The sleep becomes very deep and undisturbed. But I am not recommending that you go as fast as that. If you do that now in your present condition, the kickback will be tremendous. You will be disgusted. Oh, I didn't get anything that Swami mentioned. Start slowly and build up. I recommend that you practice only 3 times daily, omitting the midnight practice. You'll be getting almost the same benefit without going to that extreme. Really, this is the standard yogic way. When we go into seclusion, this is the way we practice. If you live in hot climates such as Israel, it is a midday practice which should be omitted. Too much perspiration. Also, I suggest you that you avoid extremely cold climates. Some extremists have even practiced pranayama while sitting in the snow. But don't practice this type of pranayama or you will have a complete breakdown of your nervous system. Everything should be moderate, not too cold and not too warm. Moderation is very important. In the first stage of practice, there is perspiration. In the second, the body feels tremors. In the last, highest stage, the prana goes to the highest spot. Therefore, one should restrain the breath. There are 3 stages of purification. The first stage is intense perspiration. When you get perspiration, don't wipe it with your cloth. Instead, rub the sweat into the body with your hand. That sweat is magnetized because of the prana. In the second stage, a tremor is felt throughout the body. The purification continues, and after 3 or 4 months of this alternate nostril breathing, ujjayi, etc., you start bastrika. Then the body will show by way of various signs that the second stage of purification has been reached. The signs will differ from person to person. The body may start moving so violently up and down that you are unable to control it, indicating that prana is moving. Some people may experience a tremendous tremor of emotion. Others, it will be more in a still state. Some may fall into a kind of a semi-conscious or even an unconscious state. Any of these indicate that the second stage of pranayama has been reached by the yogi who practices yama, niyama and right diet. Only with these conditions, it is good if you enter into the stage. But if you try to create this situation without yama, niyama, right diet, etc., you can rest assured that many reactions will come which you will not be able to control, and nobody will be able to help you. Doctors will not understand. From wrong practice, you might sometimes feel tremendous heat all over the body, which a thermometer will not register. Nevertheless, you may feel as if you are on fire. Once in India, a student came up to me and said, "Swamiji, help me, the body is on fire." This was because he was not doing certain things properly, causing these negative reactions to come. But if the tremor takes place and if it's the right thing, then you feel at peace inside and strong. The body may be moving violently, but you are peaceful inside. The common reaction is always a blissful inner state. You will want to enjoy that state, to stay in that state. If you get that peaceful experience, you don't have to worry. But when the inner feeling is painful or if it is negative state, then something is wrong. That is the surest way to find out whether you're progressing or whether you're going in the wrong direction. In the highest stage, the prana goes to the Brahmarandhra. So, one should perform pranayama. Randhra means canal. So, Brahmarandhra is Brahma's canal. Where is Brahma's canal? The Sushumna. With this third and highest stage of purification, the tremor will stop and there will be no more perspiration, though your energy is very high. You won't feel anything except the stillness of mind and that inner joy and happiness and peace. Additional experiences will differ from person to person. Some people may see lights or colors, some may get vibration in the spinal cord, others won't feel vibration or light anywhere. So if this happens to you, don't think that you're not progressing. These are just individual reactions due to differences in mental states from person to person. When the Kundalini is awakened, outward experiences will differ. These things are not important. The important thing is, are you peaceful? Are you satisfied with your life? Do you know that you are a free man? Do you have the freedom to do what you like now? Are your senses under your control? Is your mind no longer asking you to go to the pizza parlor to find happiness? These are the questions you should be asking. It is the inner experience you should be concerned with, not the external.